Hey G-Fans, GoGFan93 here, and welcome to another Kaiju discussion video, and this one is kind of an unexpected one. I want to talk about the newly announced information from regarding Godzilla 2 and King Kong. Yes, I know, I'm gonna get to you. I know, things just keep on getting in the way. I will be getting to you eventually. Keep your buzzsaw off. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. So, here we have new information from San Diego Comic-Con regarding Godzilla 2 and King Kong. Now, first I want to touch upon the Godzilla news. So, wow, Legendary dropped a big bomb today. My phone has been exploding. My emails have been exploding with information. So apparently, Legendary has acquired the rights for some classic Toho monsters, Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah. Wow, I mean, like, you know, when I first saw the news feed on my phone, I was like, you know, because I'm so, like, all this information that keeps on coming out, I'm so skeptical now, you know. I've been, you know, with this first Godzilla 2014, during all of its production and all the lies and trolling that was going on, I'm very skeptical now when it comes to movie information. But this is everywhere, and it was on Legendary's official Twitter page, so it is legit, and everyone who went to San Diego Comic-Con is confirming it. They're posting things on Facebook of, like, they're describing the trailer. Well, it's not really a trailer, it was like a little Monarch clip, and it basically teased Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah. So, I mean, right here, this is really interesting. I mean, because, like, They weren't specific saying whether it was going to be Godzilla 2, that all these monsters were going to be in it at once. Some people are saying, well, maybe Mothra and Rodan will be in the second one, and then King Ghidorah will be in the third one. Or King Ghidorah will be teased at the end of the second one for a cliffhanger for the grand finale, to have King Ghidorah as their main opponent, which I think would make sense. I think, you know, if they would do it that way, where Godzilla 2 it ends up where it's just Godzilla fighting Mothra and Rodan, I think that would work out nicely. And then at the end of Godzilla 2, they leave a cliffhanger where King Ghidorah shows up, and then for the third movie, it is Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, where Godzilla has to work with Mothra and Rodan to take out Ghidorah. I think that would be awesome. Or it's just going to be all three monsters in one movie, which would be great, which then leaves the third movie for even more classic Toho monsters to show up. I mean, there's an endless possibility, because now the fact that Legendary has gotten the rights for these monsters, that shows that Toho is more confident in Legendary and what they can do with these monsters. Another thing that people are saying is, you know, okay, well, now that these monsters are, like, confirmed to be in the next movie, or, you know, in the next installments, how are they going to make them look realistic? Because a lot of people, that's why the first movie, maybe that's why they didn't get the rights to it, because the Mutos, they could make those a little bit more convincing, rather than a Mothra and Rodan and you know, a three-headed dragon or whatever. But, you know, I feel that if they take maybe the look of the GMK Mothra and they streamline her, that I believe that they can make a pretty convincing Mothra to make it look pretty badass. Because I think in GMK they made her look pretty good. Now, also on the side with Rodan, you know, I think they can make Rodan look convincing as well. I think, you know, Rodan's not hard. But, you know, he's just a flying dinosaur. They can make it work. You know, he doesn't really look silly anyways. I mean, I think his design is pretty grounded in, you know, from what it is. But they can streamline it even more. So also, King Ghidorah, that's the big one. A lot of people are wondering, well, how are they going to make King Ghidorah look convincing? Well, I've seen, you know, I mean, I think the three-headed dragon concept isn't just only King Ghidorah. I think there's been other movie monsters or other movies that have had some kind of two-headed dragon or three-headed dragon, whatever. I think they can make it work, especially some of the fan art that was shown for 2014 and, like, saying, you know, ooh, wouldn't it be cool if King Ghidorah was the enemy? Like, some of that really cool fan art of King Ghidorah, I think those would look really awesome, you know, for King Ghidorah's design. Now also, I'm actually wondering with Godzilla himself, are they going to change up his design, or are they going to keep what Godzilla looks like? Now probably they're going to be relatively the same with this Godzilla. They're going to probably keep this design, but they might tweak a little things. I mean, and they can do that because it's Godzilla. Godzilla's always changed, even when it's in a sequel. I mean, you know, even the slightest differences. Like, think about with Godzilla 2002. You know, he had no scar, but then in 2003 he had a scar. That was the only difference. Same suit, but you know, the only difference was a scar. So you can at least tell the difference of what year it was. So I think with the next Godzilla movie, they should at least tweak something so that we can identify, okay, that's, you know, let's say this movie comes out in 2018, so okay, that's the 2018 design rather than the 2014 design or whatever. But I'm really excited. This is awesome news, and it just shows that Godzilla is getting really popular. You know, the movie also premiered in Japan like yesterday, I think. So Godzilla's been making a lot of money. Toho's very happy. You know, I mean, obviously they're happy. They're giving the rights to some very classic Toho monsters. I mean, you know, they're giving the rights to Mothra and Rodan, which those aren't necessarily Godzilla monsters. They had their own movies to start out. King Ghidorah is the only monster that is a Godzilla monster. So the fact that Toho's giving those rights is a big step. So it's really awesome. So that's really it with the Godzilla news, and there might be more stuff that's shown at Comic-Con. You know, obviously, I mean, I'm making this video right as this information was shown, so they might have something else teased, I don't know. But yeah, so moving on to also the King Kong stuff that I want to talk about. So King Kong, apparently, Legendary said that they're rebooting King Kong. Okay, this came out of nowhere. No one expected Legendary to come out with this. I mean, I don't know if they worked a deal with Universal, because Universal Pictures, they own King Kong. So maybe Legendary just managed to get in and was like, hey, can we, you know, let's, because, you know, we have Pacific Rim, we have Godzilla, now could we have King Kong? So yeah, they just came out and was like, hey, King Kong, reboot. Expect it. No, I think the date was November 4th, 2016. So that's crazy. So I think we're getting, because if I'm not mistaken, Pacific Rim 2 is slated for 2016 as well. So we're going to get 2 kaiju films in 1 year, which is pretty awesome. And just, I mean, Godzilla 2, Godzilla getting the trilogy, Godzilla getting those classic monsters, a King Kong reboot, Pacific Rim getting a sequel. The kaiju genre is coming back, and it is coming back in full force. I mean, this is awesome. We're basically getting every year a new kaiju film, and next year we're getting supposedly Gamera. I don't know. Gamera's getting some kind of reboot, I think. I'm not sure if it's from Daiei or if it's from another company or whatever. But it just seems like the kaiju genre is really coming back full force, and it's awesome. This is back in, I mean, it's like the glory days again, you know, where kaiju movies are the thing, you know. Maybe kaiju movies will kind of push out the superhero movies, because you know how superhero movies have been, they've basically been the kings for summer blockbusters. Maybe kaiju will come in there and kick them off this place, and then kaiju will become the king of the summer movie blockbusters. But anyways, so yeah, I mean, it's just non-stop news now. I mean, Godzilla is everywhere. Every day there's something new. I mean, you know, yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, we got, you know, new pictures for the new Godzilla game, which was pretty awesome. So I mean, it's just like, it's just nuts. It's crazy. It's the best time to be a Godzilla fan, and I just cannot wait for future details. Now, obviously, we're not going to be getting Godzilla 2 for a while, because Gareth Edwards is working on a Star Wars project, so he'll probably be doing that after he gets that done. Then he'll go right back into Godzilla. And yes, Gareth Edwards is directing. He is confirmed to direct the next Godzilla films, which is very good. I wanted him to continue to be the director because he knows how to make a good Godzilla film. So, also look for September for the Godzilla movie to come out on Blu-ray, and there we go. So, yeah, but this is kind of a shorter kaiju discussion because there's not a lot to talk about. I just wanted to, you know, just make a little update, but not really a vlog style, because I wanted to make it a kind of kaiju discussion, because I want you guys to post in the comment section your thoughts, what you guys think about this, and start a discussion in the comments. So that's the point of these kind of videos. So that is it. So next time on Kaiju Discussion, I really hope to finally get to Gigan, his origins, to just talk about the monster and a couple other monsters that I have in mind. To finally get to that video, because I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I know he's getting a little bit impatient. So hopefully we'll get to that. Hopefully nothing else will pop up in the meantime. But so that's it. So it's very exciting news. Mothra, Rodan, King Ghidorah confirmed for Godzilla 2. Nuts. Well, that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay big, G fans.